Hi guys, my name's Ernest from LiFePO4Oz, and today I want to tell you about this brand new product that we're just about to start selling, a triple battery charger. Now, what it basically is it has three sources of charging in order to charge your auxiliary battery. You can either charge it through an alternator, you can charge it through a solar panel which feeds straight into the unit, or you can actually plug it into a generator or even a power point. So great for those guys that are heading away camping on the weekends, for full driving, caravans, anyone that wants this added safety and redundancy of being able to actually charge through AC input if you need to. Okay, now I'm going to go through a little bit of an unboxing for you. There's two models. This one is the 30 amp model, but there's a bigger brother which is the 60 amp model, but I'll go through the specs for you. All right, so let's go through this unboxing. When we first open up the box, you'll see that it's packaged inside. You've got your decent foam protectors to make sure that it's not going to get damaged through transit. You've got your user manual, which on the front here, you've got some safety points. If we open it up, it goes through the different parts of the unit itself, the dimensions down here. On your third page, you've got your wiring diagram. Now, there's a lot of lines there. However, it's very simple. Basically, I'll show you, but you've got your solar positive, you've got your starter battery positive. In the middle here, or the third part, is your common negative. So all your negatives go into that one point. And then lastly is your positive of your auxiliary battery. Now, I'll show you a couple of other points when I take it out, but yeah, the wiring is actually not that hard at all. Okay, over here it'll tell you your different cable sizing and the amps that it needs to be rated for. It's got your dip switch settings. Over here you've got the dip switch settings for your different battery types, as well as the LiPo4 batteries that we sell. You can set up the top voltage disconnect points at different voltages. What your different LED displays mean. Here you've got your basically the different other things. So you've got your temperature settings, cable settings, the inputs for actual charging, so the SS poles, so you've got different things there. Okay, here you've got your battery or different charge settings. So you've got your AC charge, your B2B or battery to battery charge, and then obviously your MPPT solar charge controller. Then you've got basically CAN communication, as well as the charge parameters for the different battery chemistries, as well as your charge profiles just down here. The different battery to battery charging modes and how many amps it's going to be charging at. Your different protection management, basic, and then over here on the right, you've got your different specifications. Now, as I mentioned, there's two different models. You've got your 30 amp model, which is this one here, and your 60 amp model. On this model, it's a 30 amp AC charging with 20 amp from either AC or the solar input. On the 60 amp model, it's 40 amps from either the AC or the MPP solar input. Now, the thing that I love about these DC-DC chargers with this solar input is the open circuit voltage that you can run with the solar panel. So you can see here that the open circuit voltage is 50 volts, which basically means that you can run a house panel with this unit. If you're running this model here, which is the 30 amp, the maximum panel you can run is a 250 watt panel. However, if you run the 60 amp model, you can go up to 430 watts. So 250 watts for the solar panel for the 30 amp, and then 430 watts for the 60 amp model. So that's basically the user manual. Okay, let's take this out of the box here. Turn that around. Now, oops. Okay, now when you first open up the unit, you can see the casing is a decent sized casing. You can see on the side here that you've got the heat sink, so for heat dispersion, as well as two fans on the rear to keep the unit cool. Now, it's also got your AC plug. So the great thing I love about that is the fact that in this box here, you'll actually find that it comes with a AC plug ready to go. And so when I open it, okay, there's your 3-pin AC plug. And so yeah, basically it means that you can pull out this unit, connect it up to your auxiliary battery, plug it into a power point or a generator, and away you go. You don't need to hire an electrician to be able to actually wire this up. Okay, on the front here you can see that you've got your different battery dip settings again, so you don't have to refer back to the manual. You can just look at the front here. Now looking at the business end, you can see that the terminals for your battery inputs, there's quite a lot of meat on there, so you can ride in some high gauge cables. And as I mentioned, you've got your solar panel positive input, you've got your starter battery positive input. All your negatives from all your charge sources come into this one negative point, and then your auxiliary battery is your positive. So it's actually not that complicated. You'll see over here, you've got a couple other points. So this is where your temperature sensor goes in, and this D plus here, that actually goes to the starter, the auxiliary on your vehicle. And so when you've got the vehicle running, it will send a signal to this port, which will then tell this unit to charge the battery off the DC input. Now, you can actually also control the unit through the mobile app. So you'll see here that it's got a Bluetooth dongle input, which we also sell, and you can download the app and control this unit through the mobile app. You've got a display port input, which again, we sell the displays for it, as well as CAN bus communication with the unit. And then you've got your dip switches here, obviously with your different battery types, as it says at the front here. Okay, that's where your dip switch where you'll change your dip switch. Now, the other thing as well that I love about this is this AES. So what this AES is, the automatic energy sensor, is basically for fridges and like gas fridges or 12-volt fridges. You can run a line into this, and that'll actually tell the fridge to go from gas onto 12-volt. But yeah, the other good thing as well I love about this is by connecting this up to your starter your starter battery, it actually has the ability to keep your starter battery charged. So in other words, if you're parked up and you've got this unit connected, you can charge your starter or trickle charge your starter battery from the solar input, or obviously if you've plugged this into AC input, it'll actually maintain your starter battery as well. So that's another feature that I love about these units. But yeah, all in all, a terrific sort of idea, having a triple charger, having the multiple charge inputs. We'll be selling these on our website, so you can jump onto LiFePO4Oz.com and look it up. Obviously, if you've got any questions or anything like that, feel free to reach out.